This is the best time to actually go into the oil and gas stocks, most especially the stocks I'm going to recommend today. I want to apologize just in case you bought this stock I'm about to recommend at a higher price. You have two things to do. You either wait until you get to your entry and you make small profit and you get out, or you average down and wait for that little pump and you will see yourself in profit. The market is turn by turn, is sector by sector. There is always rotation. All the stocks cannot go up at the same time because either you like it or not, you are trading people. I say that again. You are trading people. Just like we have different opinion. That is why you will see buyers and sellers. Biases are not the same. Same stock you are saying they don't have good fundamentals and you are selling off your own. It is same stock another person is willing to load with billions of their money. Are they foolish? If somebody will make billion, do you think that person is foolish? That person is not foolish for that person to make a billionaire. So if someone with a billionaire is bringing that money and is taking position in a stock that you think is not fundamentally sound, I think you should think again because some stocks are not fundamentally sound and they've given investors some good money. And I'll be introducing one of them to you here. And I am saying this so that you know what you are buying. Look at how the NGS oil and gas has been trading so far. So far, it is only the index that has been showing red. But lately, we now observe that volume has started coming in. And maybe because of the global oil price in the market, and that is why we are seeing some of all this fluctuation. But right now, you see that we are approaching the all-time high of 2025, which happens January. So, from my own observation, towards the end of the year and beginning of the year are the time that most of these stocks actually do well. And as you can see how the movement has started. So, if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you the stock and also show you my analysis as I track this market. The difference between you and I is because I sleep and wake up with the NGS market. And lately, I've added the New York Stock Exchange market. Yesterday night, I was busy researching stocks. And as I research and I observe, strategy comes up. And sometimes I don't want to share this strategy because you say it's not working. I'm not sure. So most times I want to actually practice it. And once I practice it and I see results, that is when I drop on the screen. And so far, we are going to be running an episode, almost a lot of episodes coming in, where we'll be trading $1,000 and see if we can turn it to $8,000 in a year publicly. And also, I'm planning to also do a separate portfolio where I plan to actually take that as my retirement plan. So maybe $25 every week is what we'll be doing. At least every month we'll be investing $100. We're not in a rush. $100 every month investment, but $25 every week. So we are looking at $5 a day. So that is what we want to do. But without boring you with all those stories, now you've seen the NGS, and what are you seeing in the NGS oil and gas? You see that the market is about to break out. There are a couple of stocks in this industry that will actually make some good money. Couple of stocks. There are some that I'm observing, and currently, uh, is only this oil and gas stock that I have. The one I have, I actually sold last week. I made 20% from that, and I sold off because I don't want to hold for a long time. You know, any stock I'm holding for a long time, I'll share with you guys. Like Dangote Sugar, I told you guys I'm holding for a long time. And if you check my previous video, you will see that I didn't hide my holdings there so that you know that I actually practice what I preach. So without wasting time, my name still remain Investor Joseph, and you are welcome to the Investors Palace. Sorry, that's my old channel. You are welcome to the Financial Edge with Investor Joe, where we talk about financial freedom via trade and investment. So the stock I want to talk about actually plan a share bonus distribution, and it's going to take place for 3 years. It's going to take place for 3 years. They are distributing 4.29 billions worth of shares, and last time they did 12 for one. So if you have one share, you'll be if you have 12 shares, you'll be given one of those shares. I'm looking at tranche 2 of the share distribution application, shareholders, and 30th. So they did it two qualification. First one was February, the second one was 30th of June. And you can see by issuing one fully paid shares for every 12 existing shares. So for those of you holding things throughout this year now, you've gotten what? Two times bonus shares in your portfolio, and that is something is it's almost 10%, if I'm not mistaken, almost 10%, as at the time it was released because of the price. Now, if you look at the distribution now, what they distributed was actually 1.2 billion of that shares, and this is 1.28. But let's round it up that this is same 283. You understand, for calculation sake. So if you subtract 1.2 from 4.2, you have 3 billion shares that are yet to be distributed. 3 billion that are yet to be distributed, and they only distributed 1.2. So that is to say, the new year that we are coming in now, 2026, for now, I don't know their sharing formula, if they're still going to use 12 for 1. But from all indication, let me even share you, let me give you one math. For example, look at the shares. They have the outstanding shares actually 12 billion. If you divide 4 by 12, you'll be getting 3. You understand? You'll be getting 3. So that is to say you are getting like 30%. That is, you are getting 10%. So this is like a company giving you 10% dividends. You get the point. 10 dividend. For example, let's say the share is selling for 100 naira and the company is giving 10 naira at first year, second year another 10 naira, third year another 10 naira, and this one is guaranteed. You understand? It's not like other stocks that you don't know how much they are going to pay. This one is guaranteed that every year you make 10%. So if you hold for a long time, for that 3 years, you get 30% of your investment, and also price appreciation. And of course, most people missed out on what Orlando said in their last report. And I don't know if I'll have the time to share it here. Most of this information, investors look away from it. They said they are gradually going into mining of gold. I could remember like if it was yesterday when Japan Gold actually announced that they are going into gold. Guys, that stock skyrocket from 30 kobo to 1 naira 69. And I can still remember when they are bringing in 20 billion investment. I'm talking about Japan Gold now, into the mining of gold. And guess what? That stock shoot from 1 naira 80 something to almost 3 naira something. I kid you not. You can see how that share has been performing all this while because of just that announcement. And guess what? For that of Japan Gold, they've not even started mining the gold. And now Orlando are planning. If you don't know, they were part of those who actually brought in, I think, maybe solar or electric vehicle to Lagos State. And these guys are into so many things. And in case you don't know, they also have power. They have, just like you have trans power, they have power also. But some of you don't see beyond all these things, and that is why I'm just bringing this for you to be reminded. Just this name alone should let you know that this company will do well. Just this name alone should let you know that this company should do well. So let's quickly go to the chat so that I will not talk too much, because I don't want this video to be too long, because some people watching, they don't like long videos. Say it just talk, 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 talk. They just want it sharp, sharp. So let's do it sharp, sharp, so that those audience will get value for the time they are spending on our channel. So I've been tracking Orlando for a long time, and I don't want to bore you with the story I always share. How when I shared the buy entry for Orlando when it was selling for 8 naira 25 kobo. 8 naira 25 kobo. And I always emphasize that when I recommend this stock when it was selling for 8 naira 25 kobo, that Orlando posted a negative report, a negative earnings. So it's not professional. It's not professional to recommend such a stock. It's not even advisable to recommend such a stock. If those people I recommended it were to be intellectuals, they would have questioned it and keep their money. But now intellectual want chop. You get the point. Is the intellectual want to chop? So that is why they ignore the intellectual. Not that they don't have intellect. They saw the report. They knew it was a bad report. But guess what? Coach said we should buy. Let's see what this one will do. And guess what? That's the first time we will make 10s in my community. I know somebody said you talk too much about your community. That's the first time we made 10x. And Oando moved from 825 and it moved to 97 naira. There's a company that I'm planning to have a meeting with this week, and we're having a partnership which I'll bring to you guys. The guy that owns that company reached out to me and said, "Wow," he said that was magic. He said that was magic. Aside then, we've done good numbers, and you can testify if you've actually had the time to watch some of my videos. So if you look at this chart, you see from February around this area, yeah. No, February was around this area because it was February 14th. It was February 14th. Look at the candle. February 14th, which was on Friday. That was when the first qualification for the shares, after which the shares started dropping and the bounce back a bit drop. And yes, served as a strong support. And it was respected the first time, respected the second time, respected the third time, and it was disrespected the fourth time. Those who actually bought my course, we understand what I'm saying here. So when it was disrespected there, it started coming down, and that was when we had this channel, and it broke out from this channel, and now we've established another channel. And if you check very well now, you will see that the green candle is forming, and that is why when I started, I apologize for those who bought higher, because guys, at 44, 45, formerly I was targeting 37, but guess what, bargain hunter will not allow you to hit 37. And if it comes, celebrate, guys. Celebrate. Don't allow numbers to change your mood or your state. When it comes, celebrate. And that is what I'm targeting. That this area here, we are seeing a bounce, and this should shoot up because we are close to that time. We are close to that time. What is the time? The time that we are to make money in the oil and gas sector. I told you guys that is late and early, late and early. And that is what you need to have back tested all this to come to this logical conclusion. And that is why you need to pay attention to what I'm sharing with you. So at 45, going back to 90, guys, guess what? We are going to make some money. And don't forget that in a short, in few days, Oando will be dropping their Q3. You understand? Oando will be dropping their Q3. And I think it will be a nice time for us to see a comeback. And those of us who are still holding these shares will also smile. So, guys, we are seeing a bounce here. And don't forget that this bounce was formerly a support here. And it is now becoming what? Another support in this region. I don't have time to draw most of these boxes here so that you can see how the support is respecting this particular area. Don't forget that price has memory, and that is what we are seeing in this area. Price has memory. So we can see it was respected here, it was respected here the second time, and this third time we might see some rejection, but because of the state that we are now, companies have started dropping their results, and as a result of that, we'll see more volume coming into the market. We might see a breakout here, but if we see rejection, fantastic. Guess what? The fourth one will just break out, and that is what will start the upward trend. So I just want to share this with you guys. And also, if you are still holding, I bet you are not holding rubbish. You are holding a company that will become a force to be reckoned with in the future. Guess what? Once they clear up their books, you will see how this company, they've done some acquisition, guys. They've done some acquisition. And to clear a book is not, guess what? Do you know how much they are sharing as bonus? Do you think if they convert that money, if they convert that shares to monetary value, do you think they will not clear up whatever they are holding? But they decide to reward shareholders, guys, because you guys are the reason why they are in the market. So they are rewarding shareholders, and shareholders are smiling because yes, you are getting these shares. Formerly, if you've traced the history of Oando, those days when Oando was still 3, when I recommended it and it was 6, that's 100%. They weren't paying anything, guys. So this is a welcome development for a stock that have been stingy and greedy for a long time, and now they decide to be a philanthropy, or they decide to be generous with some good capital. And now you are not welcoming it for you getting a bonus share. This is not shares that there's no markdown. You get the point. There's no markdown on these shares. These shares are already existing, guys. They're already existing. They are not a new shares that they generated as a result of maybe right issue or IPO of a thing or public offer, all those stuff. No, these are already existing shares that they decided to reward shareholders. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you get my analysis here and what we are expecting. And I gave a 2 point here. One, we got disrespected there. Sorry, respected there, respected there, and we are also expecting two things: either you disrespect this parallel channel or respected it, then the fourth one will be expecting a massive one. So all through this week is a good one if you don't have it in your shares. Why won't you have Oando? Why won't you have oil and gas when you know Dangote refinery is there? When you know your country has good cubic of crude. So you shouldn't have a portfolio that you don't have any oil and gas share. I just sold my Etana. That was the stock I was telling you guys about. I just sold my Etana, and Etana is another one if you want me to watch it. But maybe I'll do another video on Etana and we'll see if we'll go into Etana. Of course, Etana does not have much volume, but it's still a good one to pay attention to. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to head salute. I know you can't see me now, but I'm saluting you. See you in the next one.